Okay, this is a very important lesson because we're going to cover how we can determine where the bottleneck is in our sales funnel. So if you're running ads, you're not getting the sales volume or the ROI that you're after. Here's how we can determine where the problem is and how to pivot. Now, the most common mistake I've seen in the coaching and mentoring I've done of people selling online products is they always assume the problem is the ads and they go and they shut off ads that are actually doing their job. When in reality, there's three key places that we need to look for bottlenecks. So I'm going to go ahead and share the iPad screen again here and we will draw this out. So our three key areas are first our ads, which lead to our sales page, which leads to our checkout page, right? So ads, SPs for sales page, CO, checkout. So these are our three areas. Now our ads job is to get people to our sales page. So when we're looking at our ads, if we're not getting sales, we need to look and say, okay, is our ad getting people to the sales page? And the best way to determine this is going to be your CTR, that's your click-through rate. So the percentage of people seeing your ads that are clicking through. Now, we want to shoot for a 2 to 3% CTR. You can do some research based on your specific niche or industry. 2 to 3 is sort of what I shoot for anytime I'm doing direct sale, low ticket offer ads. Obviously, the higher the better, but if you are below 2%, then that might be an indicator that your ads need some tweaking. So let's say we're good here, right? We're getting 2 to 3% CTR, great. Then let's look at our sales page. The next thing we want to determine is how many people who are getting to our sales page are moving over to our checkout page. So what's the percent of people coming from here to here? Now we want to shoot for 20 to 30%. That's going to be our goal. So 20% to 30%. So let's say that our ads CTR, let's say we're getting like a 2.8% CTR. We're getting 22% people from our sales page to our checkout page. This stuff's good. But then let's say we look at our checkout page and nobody's buying, right? There's some holdup here on the checkout page where we're getting people to see our ads, we're getting them from our sales page to our checkout, but something here is making them not want to buy. Then we can kind of figure out, all right, our bottleneck must be at our checkout page. So what we're really looking for our checkout page is a conversion rate of between 3 to 5%. So 3 to 5% of this 20 to 30% should be converting into sales. If it's lower than that, then we can determine where our bottleneck is. In this case, it's probably the checkout page. So these are sort of the baselines that I'm after when I'm looking at my data. So quick recap, I always start from the ads and then I work through to the checkout page. If my ad data looks good, I go to my sales page. If my sales page data looks good, I go to my checkout page. Now, sometimes it might be that like your ads suck, your sales page sucks, your checkout page sucks, in which case you just need to go ahead and do some serious tweaking. But this is my rule of thumb for determining where my bottlenecks are. Now, I do want to caveat this, and I'll go ahead and turn off the mirror. But quick caveat, ultimately at the end of the day, ROI is king. So we might have campaigns running where our ads might be at like a 1.8 CTR, which is below our target 2 to 3%. And then the amount of people going from our checkout page to our sales page to our checkout page might be 18%, which is lower than our target 20 to 30%. And then the amount of people buying might be at like 2.8%, which is lower than our 3 to 5%. But if our ROI is solid, then that's fine, because our ROI at the end of the day is what matters. We need to be putting money in and getting more money out. I like to shoot for a 3 to 5x ROI if I can on these LTOs. But again, we need to keep in mind that we are doing subscription-based offers. And if we're doing that on a monthly, if we can get someone in even at break even, if we can get them to re-up the next month, then that's where our profit starts accumulating. So keep these things in mind. But if you are running ads and you're seeing the results are subpar, you can come back here and you can kind of go through this strategy and this system for determining where your bottlenecks might be.